What is going on YouTube? So today we're going to be talking about how do you get rid of back fat. This is for teenagers, women and men. I had one of my subscribers ask me that question in the comments, so make sure if you're struggling with anything, leave a comment down below and I will make a video on it. But they asked me, how do you get rid of back fat? I'm going to be showing you a few exercises what you could be doing to get rid of back fat. But before we get into the video, guys, please, if you learn anything at all from this video, all I'm going to need you to do is two things. One, leave a thumbs up, it will mean the world to me. And two, share this video with all your friends and family. Someone out there is probably struggling and they don't know what to do, so this video might help them just a little bit. Oh yeah, one more thing guys, I've had a lot of people ask me about my online coaching. I only sign up a few people, the people that I think that are serious. So if you are serious and you want to transform your body, all you need to do is email me. My email address is right here, or you can send me a direct message on Instagram, which is right here as well, and I can send you all the information that you need to have to sign up to my online coaching. 4 weeks of me pushing you, giving you the motivation to transform your body. So contact me if you want online coaching. Let's get into the video. Now there's 3 things we're going to talk about today. 3 things. The first thing is going to be diet. With your diet, you need to make sure you're in a caloric deficit. What is a caloric deficit, you're probably thinking? A caloric deficit is when you are burning more calories than you are consuming. So make sure you're in a caloric deficit. Make sure you're getting enough protein into your diet. I'm going to tell you why in a sec. Make sure you're not having saturated fats. No McDonald's, no KFC, none of that stuff, guys. Again, if you still have no clue what any of those things are, if you're still lost, contact me. I can be your coach, but only if you're serious. Let's move into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be cardio. Are you getting in the cardio that you actually need? Like, really sit down and ask yourself that question. When it comes to losing weight, guys, you need to make sure you're getting in your cardio. But what cardio should you be doing? I bet you want to drop your body fat percentage, because I want to do it. You're not the only one. But if you want to drop your body fat percentage and maintain muscle, the main thing I'm going to want you to do, I say in all of my videos, is HIIT training. You need to incorporate HIIT training. You need to be doing HIIT training at least twice a week. Depending on what your split is, depending on how many days you can go to the gym, I need you to get your HIIT training in. If you have no idea what HIIT training is, I've got a video on it, but just to give you a quick example, high intense interval training. What I'm gonna want you to do is you find something you feel comfortable with in the gym. If it's the treadmill, if it's the rower, anything like that. Now you're going to go rounds, interval training. So you will start, let's say for a beginner, you will go 40 seconds at a decent pace if you're on the treadmill, and then it's going to be a 20-second sprint. Now, depending on your fitness levels, you might be able to do this 6 rounds, but I'm gonna want you guys to push it to 10 rounds, and then eventually you'll be bumping it up to 12 to 14. So you need to make sure you're incorporating HIIT training into your workout, and I promise you, you will burn the fat, you will burn all that lower back, upper back fat. But what are you gonna do when it comes to toning up that area? Let's move into tip number 3. Now, tip number 3 is going to be building muscle, toning up your back. Now, when I say build muscle, I don't mean like, you know, like build muscle like me, but when you're in a caloric deficit, there's no way you can build muscle and get massive anyway, because you're not getting the amount of calories you need to put on muscle. Remember, you're in a caloric deficit, so you'll be losing weight. But when you go into weightlifting, you'll be toning up. Your skin will start to become loose. You start to have excess fat, and that's not something you want. You don't want to have loose skin on your back. You don't want any of that. So how do you prevent getting all of that? Weightlifting. I'm gonna need you guys to incorporate weightlifting into your workouts. Now, if you don't know what to do for back, I'm gonna show you a few exercises, what you could do to help tone up and build muscle in your back, so you can get rid of that back fat and turn it into muscle and get that shape that you've always wanted. I've got 3 exercises for you. So the first exercise is going to be a lat pull down. You've probably done this exercise before, but you might not be getting the right engagement, the right connection in your lats, in your back that you really need. So I'm gonna give you a few tips when it comes to lat pull downs. So when you go into a lat pull down, you keep your chest nice and high, having a small arch in your lower back. Now you're going to lean back just a bit, but not all the way back. When you pull the bar, you're going to bring it to your upper chest near your collarbone, and make sure you bring your elbows together when you're squeezing your back. Don't go too heavy, guys. Find a weight you feel fairly strong with so you can control the weight and get the mind muscle connection in your back. Now, I would always recommend 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. Again, a weight that you feel comfortable with, and then you can increase the weight every week, 2 weeks. And I promise you, you will tone up your back. The next exercise is going to be seated rows. With seated rows, you're going to have, again, the same rules apply for the lat pull down. You have a small arch in your lower back, keeping your chest nice and high. You keep your core engaged. Make sure when you go forwards, you don't roll your shoulders forwards. Your shoulders are always back, and you squeeze your back really controlled. I can't stress enough how much you need to squeeze and have mind muscle connection when you're working back. So that's exactly what I'm gonna want you to do, and make sure there's no swing. When you're going back and forth, there's no swing, it's controlled, chest is up, you squeeze, stretch, and then squeeze. 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps, finding a weight you feel fairly strong with. Let's move into the last exercise. Last exercise is going to be dumbbell rows. Now, this is a tricky one. Most of my clients used to struggle with this, but it's because they were going too heavy. Don't go too heavy, not yet, guys. Focus on the form, focus on the mind muscle connection with your back, and I promise you the burn will be insane, because I done back yesterday and I'm still going through it. But single arm dumbbell rows, how are we going to do this? As you can see right now, everything is controlled. I have a small arch in my lower back, my chest is up. You stretch the dumbbell to the front of your toe, and then you bring the dumbbell right into your hip, pulling with your elbows. You do the same thing with all of the exercises. You pull with your elbows. You're gonna know exactly what I mean when you do these exercises, but you stretch, pull, and squeeze your back. 10 to 12 reps. Each arm, 4 sets, give it a go. Guys, the video is all done. I hope you learned something from this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up, and don't forget to share this with all your friends, because I promise you, this will help at least one person if you share this video. Get rid of that back fat. Guys, thank you for watching, and I appreciate you all. Peace.